Hi, my name is Ingridi, and in this presentation, I'm going to talk about a New York Times article. No, you don't have to stop apologizing. Even though it might be seen as simple, apologize are a complicated part of the language. Eh, and some critics says that it can show insecurity, but this article shows that it isn't that simple. For example, Deborah Tannen, that is a professor of linguistics at Georgetown, say that apologizing is a natural part of our language, and the idea or of over apologizing is subjective. And she also said that the question should actually be, why do we stigmatize apologize? In this case, the definition of apologize is an acknowledgement of offense or failure, but we also need to take into account the context in which we are apologizing. So depending on the context, this could be used to repair a relationship, saying sorry to a friend when you do something wrong, for example, show respect to your boss or to your professor, and it can be also be used to smooth a conversation when you don't know what to say. This article also shows a point of view that is that gender and culture influence the way we use apologize. This case, there is this quotation that is a typical thing for women is that people think they are being overly accommodating when they apologize, even if they are not using the apology that way. And in this case, we can see how this article also shows that uh, normally women are more associated with apologizing to other people. Normally, they say that they are more used to it, that it can be like her duty, and actually, men don't apologize that much. For example, Madeline Burry that did an experiment of stop saying sorry for a week. She arrived to the conclusion that she actually didn't had to stop apologizing because she used that for more things that actually the definition of apologize she used it to, for example, as we said before, smooth a conversation. So she says that I get it, maybe women apologize a lot, but the counterpoint is, why don't men apologize more? Maybe we should stop thinking of apologizing as such a bad thing. And I think, in my point of view, that that is correct. We use sorry or apologize more than for actually apologizing for something we did that can be seen as a bad thing. We can say that, like when we are joking with someone or when we want to ask someone to give us like something. So also, Dr. Schumann said that men apologize less often because they are less likely to think they have offended anyone. So in this case, Dr. Schumann uh, did also an experiment in which they asked men and women to apologize for something, and it was discovered that actually women were more empathic, and they apologized more, and they acknowledged the things that they did bad, but men try to make that thing less important instead of actually apologizing. So in this case, this article also talk about how women can also face backlash when they don't apologize. They can be seen as underestimated by others and like doing wrong, like they are not doing what they should, that should be apologized. But in the other hand, also, if they talk in a way that they are confident, then they are seen as too aggressive. So this article proposed to find a balance between both of them. Neither stop apologizing, but nor apologize too much. So in this case, there are four things that we need to do for that. The first one is ask yourself why you apologize. Is that really a thing that you did bad and you need to apologize for that, or are just apologize it being sorry because someone said that you need to apologize for something? You also need to observe your behavior and others' behavior too, because when you apologize, you need to see how the other person uh, acts to that apology. If they are superior and think they are superior than you just because you are apologizing, then maybe you need to think if you need if you really need to apologize to that person. Also, we need to know when an apology is in order. We need to know if that thing that we make really need an apology. And finally, meta communicate. That is basically when we have a relationship with someone, a friend relation, or uh, someone from our family or in work. If someone is not understanding why we apologize too much or why we don't apologize too much and is criticizing that, we need to communicate that to that person why we apologize less than normally or why we apologize more so they can understand us too. And finally, this is the bibliography. So this is all for this article. Thank you.